Hey everyone, welcome to Campner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad that you're here today. We're talking about day 2 of the NHL Draft, and it is the day where the Vancouver Canucks made a number of picks. So yesterday was super boring for Canucks fans because we had no picks in the first round. Now, if you've noticed, the picks on day 1 versus day 2, because you're just doing round 1 and they can really focus on celebrating, bringing everyone up to the stage and getting picture with the management of each team. Then, all the interviews, all that kind of stuff. And it's such a big deal. Day 2 is it's like this is happening very, very quickly. And so, but it was wild. It was wild. Day 2 was wild. And if you missed it, I don't know if you want to watch it later. I don't know what you want to do with it, but you can catch all the highlights. All the information's out there now. But yeah, it was just a wild day. It was quick. It was crazy. And I wanted to ask the question, what did you like most about rounds 2 to 7 of the draft? I know it was sped up a ton, but what was the big takeaways? What players got taken that you're like, wow, and whatever. So post that in the comments. Whatever you thought was the best part of the draft today. And then, obviously we're going to get into trades. That was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest part of the draft was the trades that had happened. So let's dive into that. But before we do, just a reminder, I make Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest. And so please hit that like and subscribe, everyone. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm just pumped to talk about draft stuff. Finally, we get to talk about Canucks draft picks. So we're going to go through all of them. We're also going to go through the trades today as well. And so just a reminder, hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials, Instagram. I'll just bring up the little logo thing. Where can I do that? I'll just throw up this for now. And no, I'll just do this. Anyways, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Let's dive into the stuff, though, everyone. Let's dive in. Oh, here it is, right here, right below. So again, what did you like most about rounds 2 to 7 of the draft? And then, but let's talk about draft day turned into trade day. Day 2 turned into trade day. It was wild. So let's just quickly go over some of the draft picks. Some of the ones that I want to highlight. One is the John Marino to the Utah Hockey Club. Terrible name. Lame. Obviously, it's not going to be their name. They're going to change it. But a lot of people wanted John Marino to become a Vancouver Canucks. So that was major news. I wasn't seeing it, everyone. I didn't see what you were all seeing. Well, this guy we need to get. I understood he was a right-handed shot defenseman, but he went to Utah. Speaking of Utah, Sergachev went to the Utah Hockey Club as well from Tampa Bay for the defenseman Moser and forward Connor Geekie, and a 7th-round pick in the 2024 NHL Draft and a 2nd-round pick in 2025. So, and a lot of people were shocked, but Tampa Bay has now opened up, I think it's $11 million, $11.5 million, possibly $1 million today with the two trades that they made this week. So crazy. They're gonna now. All rumors are saying that they are totally on board with getting Gensel, Jake Gensel. So there's no talk anymore about Gensel coming to Vancouver. Only Vancouver people are talking about Gensel. The rest of the league is talking about Gensel going to Tampa Bay or staying in Carolina. Those are the only two conversations that are happening. So no one's signed on the dotted line yet. So anything can happen. It's not over, but Monday is going to be crazy. By the way, everyone, just a reminder regarding Monday, I'm going to be doing a 3-hour stream July 1st, Monday, 9:30 a.m. to just after lunch Pacific time. Join me. We're going to be talking about all things Canucks, all things about the NHL trade deadline. Oh, not trade deadline. Sorry, NHL free agent frenzy. I've got a bunch of people lined up to join me. It's going to be a great morning. I would love for you to be there. So please, if you're around, please come to the 3-hour live stream. It's going to be great. Okay, let's dive back into trades. So Sergachev goes to Utah. So both Marino and Sergachev, which seems like they're trying to load up. I mean, they already got a solid team. And then Logan Thompson from the Vegas Golden Knights gets traded to the Washington Capitals for 3rd-round picks this year and next year, which I didn't see that one coming. Did you guys? I was like, what? Logan Thompson and for short, like such a low draft capital. And, you think about the Kemper deal. What are all the other deals that just happened? They're major deals. Oh, Allmark, all those ones. You're like, wow. And so Thompson, I think that's a bit of a steal of a deal for Washington. That's great. I mean, maybe Thompson's not as good as I'm thinking. And then right at the end of the day was the big one for Canucks fans because we've lost out on Gensel apparently. Zadorov's going to go to free agency. And then next thing you know, everyone's on the Chris Tanev bandwagons coming back to Vancouver. And I'm like, is he? And then all of a sudden his rights get traded from the Dallas Stars to the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's from Toronto. I know Toronto Maple Leafs fans are absolutely stoked about this. They have 2 days to make a deal happen, everyone. And so that's what's going to happen. Chris Tanev, is the rights of his have been traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're going to try to make a deal work before the deadline. They took a gamble on him and said, let's try and do this. Wow. So trade day was on day 2 of draft day was crazy. Now let's dive into the Canucks. Actually, I'm just going to see before we get into prospects, let's just see if anyone talked about any of the trades. No one's talked about the trades. They're going into they want to talk about the draft picks. So let's dive into the draft picks quickly. Now Vancouver, it was tough because like where we are drafting, it's really a shot in the dark. And there seemed to be a lot of talent this year. One of the crazy stats that happened, and I sent it to my friend Peter, out of 129 players who were drafted, there was 129 players who were 6'2" or taller that was drafted in this draft. Like the size of the guys that got drafted was insane compared to previous years. And so a lot of people are like going back to the trade deadline. And it's pretty interesting what we saw in a switch there. So usually it was the skill and the speed over, but this year it was like the tall size kind of ruled and reigned for most part. I mean, obviously you still want skilled players and all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's dive into in the 3rd round pick 93, Melvin Fernstrom was drafted. He's a Swedish right winger, 6'1", 188 pounds, and they, Elite Prospects says that he reads the play away from the puck, anticipates where the next pass will come, and he gets there just as the puck carrying teammates turn to execute the play. His shot may not be the most powerful, but he gets it off from the right positions and angles to score. Okay. So there seems to be a lot of hype on him. I mean, 3rd round, it's still a gamble. We don't know if he's going to do. Some people have said basically he's Lecker-Mackey 2.0 in regards to skill set. I think that's pretty generous of a description for him, if you ask me. But he's going to have opportunities to not only make the team one day, but to play in Abbotsford, and we'll see how his career goes. And so again, another Swede, as Toymaker, I believe, here is reminding us. yeah, we need more Swedes. We also need to trade for more Swedes. We need every Swede on the planet to make Canucks champions. And you're right, Toymaker. Canucks have a Swedish fetish for sure. They are in love with that. Uh, oh man, you're hilarious. I just love it. Okay, so that's pick number. That's the first pick, third round, for the Vancouver Canucks. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people. If I bring it up, which did I bring it up here? Let me just bring up his stuff here. Ranking wise, according to Elite Prospects, all the different ranking things, some had him as low. Craig Button had him as low as 58. THN, the Hockey News guy, ranked him as 47. But, Daily Faceoff had him at 93, exactly where he got drafted by. But a lot of people had him 68, 72. Dober Prospects had him at 115. So it was kind of all over the map, but it seemed like they got him a little later than they were anticipating. They kind of were surprised he was there, it seemed like, in regards to rankings. So, okay, let's get into this, the fourth round pick. So we had a third, fourth, we had 2 6th, and a 7th, because we had traded away the first round pick for Lindstrom, the third and the fifth round pick. No, the second and the fifth round pick, wasn't it, for Sidorov? How did that work? Anyways, doesn't matter. Trying to act smart. Now I'm acting stupid. So, round 4, pick 125, Riley Patterson, center, Canadian boy, 6'1", 192 pounds. And most people are the most excited about this young man right here, that Vancouver Canucks. I believe he led all rookies in the OHL in goals this season. He's a speedster. Elite Prospects named him as also a sniper and a speedster. He's a right-handed centerman as well. He's a well-rounded player. Elite Prospects said that Patterson uses blazing crossover and smooth puck handling to attack the inside and catch the defense off guard. Sometimes he dangles through opponents before ripping a quick released wrister. So as you can see, just hearing that alone, a lot of hype about him. Some believe that he's going to be the number 2 centerman in Abbotsford next season. So I'll be interested to see what actually happens, but that is high praise for Riley. And so he's the OHL. I think it's Barrie Colts he played for. Yeah, he is. He played for the Barrie Colts. So, tough guy, tough league, got some good success, and it was great to see. It was great to see. So then we didn't have a pick in the 5th round, so we had to wait all the way till the very first pick of the 6th round, and we picked Anthony Romani. I had it down. Romani. That's it. So he's the center, right winger, Canadian boy again, 6'1", 184. Now this was he's called an overage player or a second draft eligible player. So he kind of got passed up on him, but he's only a couple weeks older than the age eligible players. So it's interesting how they considered him, and he kind of fell in stock because of this, the overage player. But many people consider him to be a steal, as many had him to be ranked to be taken in the 4th round, and they couldn't believe that he fell to the 6th round. He's not the fastest skater, but he was really, really good. Like, in the season last year, he had 111 points, everyone, 58 goals, 53 assists. I mean, he lit the lamp up. Now, will he only be a high-level scorer in junior, or will he be able to make the jump? And I know that it's really hard in the 6th round to be NHLers and make it. And a lot of these guys are going to take 3, 4, 5 years before they become anything that could be potentially a NHL player. But if he continues to progress, like Shelovs is a 6th round pick, right? And there are other 6th round picks that were amazing, 5th round picks. I mean, Jamie Benn was picked late. There's all kinds of players that were picked late in different rounds. So Romani was there, and they were really excited to get him. And also in the 6th round at pick 189, Parker Alkos, it was a right-handed shot defenseman, another Canadian boy. We got 3 Canadians in a row, and 6'3", 180 pounds. The right-handed shot defenseman piece is what everyone's pumped about. Also, he's the local boy from Port Moody. And the biggest thing that everyone keeps talking about Parker is that he is the huge shutdown defenseman. Like, he was unbelievably good in the playoffs, in the regular season. They said this guy is amazing. In fact, Elite Prospects had him ranked at 93, everyone, and he went at 189. So there is a lot of hype over Parker, and I want to bring up his Elite Prospect stuff just quickly. Parker Alkos, there we go, there it is. And let me just bring it up and I'll show it to you because it's going to be an interesting one to see. Where is Parker's? I just brought it up. There it is. Is this it? Yeah, let's do this. So, let's see here. So here's what Elite Prospect said about him. Okay, it says mobility forms the basis of Alko's game. He is a fluid skater who achieves the fluid flexation through his strides, retains most of it through his edges, and retains speed through his pivots and transitions. He wins races on retrievals, controls contact, checks over both shoulders, and leaves puck into space for a teammate. So, a solid D-man, as you're seeing here, ranked 93rd by Elite Prospects, 112 by NHL Central Scouting. And so it seems to me that a lot of people were really excited about this. And I wonder if it's just the local boy kind of feel, or as well the shutdown defenseman feel to it as well. So a lot of people are like, cannot believe Vancouver got him in the 6th round. Okay, last one, and then we'll get into comments. Now, this one, Basil Sansonens, I think is how you say his name. And again, left-handed shot defenseman, Swiss player, 6'4", 198, if I have that right, 198. Now, when he got picked, most people were like, who is this guy? And if you do research on him, it's really hard to find information on him. So the Canucks obviously have done a lot of research, and they're like, let's take a shot in the dark here. Not that they're just winging it, but like just going off the board. There was a lot of people said that they should take this guy, or this guy instead of him. But I like that the Canucks went and said, no, this is the guy that we're targeting. And, pick 122. I mean, they're all like 7th round picks often never play. Okay. So let's go after a guy that has some, pizzazz or something that your scout, Canucks scouting is sitting there going, yeah, this is the guy we want to see. We want him in our system with our coaching, and we want to see if we can develop him. So he was young for the draft with a late birthday, but it's really hard, like I said, to find information. Here's one weird stat about him, like literally hard to find information on him. In the postseason, he outscored his regular season total points. What? Is this like Zadorov 2.0? As I drip water on myself. So those are our picks. Which ones were you the most excited about? I should show you guys, like, honestly, how difficult it is to find information on this young man. This is just wild. Let's go here, and I'll share it now. Oh, no, it says can't be reached. Site can't be reached. Why not? That's weird. Okay, we'll stop sharing this, and then we'll bring it back up, and then you'll see it here. Okay, this is his stuff here. Okay, so this is what we know of him. Shoots left, 189 for pounds. Okay, there's nobody. Oh, he was ranked by NHL Central Scouting for European skaters at 131. Okay, there's no description on him at all. And then there's just some random like see, he scored 3 points in 40 games here for the under 20 elite. And then in Switzerland, then playoffs, 9 games, 4 points, 1 goal, and 3 assists. So like there is nothing on this guy, everyone. Isn't that hilarious? Like there's nothing. So we'll find out. He'll have a chance to prove himself, but I just thought that was kind of hysterical and comical. 148 people in here right now. Hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Let me know in the comments what did you like most about rounds 2 to 7 of the draft. We can talk about the trades. I'm going to dive into the comments here. So first, want to give a shout out to Arthur B for gifting 1 membership, Canucks membership. Thank you for doing that. That is awesome. Thank you. And then Toymaker got the gifted membership. So that's great. That's awesome. Thank you, Arthur. Thanks for the support of the channel. I appreciate that. Okay, let's dive into some of the stuff here. Okay, personalized thing is exactly what I talked about. Now here, rounds 2 to 7 of the draft that wowed me was seeing John Mustard go to Chicago. Think 3rd round. Yeah, I know that like there were so many interesting, like Noel Franson went, AJ was it Spalacy? He went there. I was like, all these guys I was hoping us to get all went way earlier than I was anticipating. So yeah, so it was interesting, absolutely interesting. And then in regards to Tampa Bay, yeah, they opened up crazy cap space, and they are definitely in the Gensel sweepstakes. So, yeah, and I think so too. San Jose, I think San Jose came with the best. I don't know if I would say Calgary. I think Montreal probably for me was the second best team, but Chicago, Calgary had a solid draft too. I mean, that's all they have is draft picks right now, everyone. So what do you do with that kind of stuff, right? So Anaheim would come next with Utah as well. Surprising considering Chicago. Yeah, I thought Chicago was fine as well, but they weren't. Yeah, it's interesting to see how it goes. Landon, nice to see. Lyndon, nice to see you. Lyndon, yeah, Lyndon. Good to see you here. Alvin can only afford Swedish scouts. North American scouts are too expensive. If you're serious, that's actually even more funny. Vancouver has 2 of the best North American scouts in the NHL. Yeah, I know. He's just kidding. No one knows the WHL or AHL better than Brian Chapman and Lou Crawford. Okay, well, if that's the case, why aren't we drafting more guys from they're in the AHL and the WHL? Like, it doesn't seem like we do a lot of those ones. But I mean, I guess we got a bunch of Americans on the team, so AHL would be. But interesting. Lou is a former OHL player and was in management. He has many connections here in Canada. That's cool. That's why we probably end up drafting 3 Canadian kids too. It was Lou who got Vancouver. Trey Fix Wolanski from the WHL was arguably as good as Todd Bertuzzi. Interesting. We need some fat guys on defense. Yeah, there was so much size, and I'm surprised the Canucks didn't get more size. But Rangers are retaining, so Trouba's salary will be $5.5 million. I wish Canucks got him. I love Trouba. That's good. I didn't see that one yet. Probably going to the. Oh yes, they I heard the rumors are happening. New York to Detroit. I heard those rumors. So, yeah, and thanks everyone for watching Kempner Canucks. Hit that like and subscribe. So, the Vancouver Canucks are good. Now, let me just talk to you about that. I really enjoyed their season this year. I was really impressed with so many things that they were doing. But here's the thing about the Vancouver Canucks this season. Right now, we are worse than last year. We are worse. We brought everyone back except for Lindholm and Zadorov. We don't know the future of DeSmith. The only thing that we have improved is that we removed Mikheyev and his salary. That is the only upgrade we've had. But because we have so much cap space now, and there's so many teams that are pressed hard to the cap, I believe the Vancouver Canucks are going to definitely have options on July 1st. Now, here's some reports saying that the Zadorov, they had offered Zadorov, get this, $5 million a season for 6 seasons, and he said no. Are you kidding me? You said you did not price yourself out of Vancouver. What do you think I'm asking for? $5 million for 6 seasons. If that report is true, Zadorov, I don't know why you were signing that. Like, do you think you're going to get 6 times 6? Are you going to get 7? Like, are you going to get 6.5? Are you going to get 5.5? Like, what are you going to get? Like, are you really not going to be in Vancouver over $500,000? Like, at your stage, you get a 6-year deal with the Vancouver Canucks that just went to the playoffs. The fans love you, and you're not going to take that deal. So yeah, like, I get it, but man, we're going to take that money now, and we're going to be smart with it. We're going to be smart with it. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, Toymaker says, my cousin was drafted by the Kamloops Blazers. He's a 14-year-old D-man, plays a tough game and a point per game. Wow. Jovo Cop style player. Wow. He's a D-man and he gets a point per game? Wow, that's impressive. We got to watch this young man play. Yeah, that would be exciting if he made the NHL. So, and this is his name, Madden. Is it Time Check? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. So that's the video today for the draft. It's pretty exciting to see these kids so excited to be a part of the NHL. I was just really happy with just watching some of these kids just like making their dreams come true. Parents were pumped. Even though day 2 is not as exciting in the way of the hoopla, it would have been cool to be getting drafted in the Sphere, Las Vegas, and just enjoying the life, enjoying the being drafted. Now, all the work starts now, right? Like, you got to try to make the NHL. All these kids with all the hype and everything. But yeah, and just a reminder, Monday morning Pacific time is the 3-hour stream. Would love for you to be here. Tell all your friends. I'm going to set up all the details either tonight or something, and it'll be good. So I'm still lining up some more guests, but I think I have 4 guests already lined up, and I'm really excited to have each one of them with us. So yeah, you know what, everyone? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. Whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching it later, I want to let you know that I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you. Put in the comments who you are most excited about as the Canucks prospects, and I'll read them all. So yeah, hope you have a great day. And of course, always, like we always say, everyone, go Canucks go. Let's go Canucks.